Justin Friedman, who is the founder of For Love of Water, otherwise known as FLOW, is joining me in studio to talk about all things water. Thank you for joining me, Justin.
Thanks very much for having me.
Well, we're talking about water because Water Week just happened here in South Africa. Why is it important to know about water? It seems like such a thing that's part of our everyday lives, but it's just there, really. What is there to know about water?
Yeah. So I think Water Week last week ran for the week, and it also coincided with Human Rights Day, which was on the 21st, on Friday, and it also coincided with World Water Day. So it really was a week around water. And in terms of your question is why is it important? I mean, the first question around the right of access to clean, safe drinking water and sanitation. So that links to the Human Rights Day. And South Africa has a very progressive constitution whereby it actually has signed that right. So all of the citizens have that right to access. And in terms of why we should have a water week, you know, we're creatures of habit, and we need to ensure that we look at changing our habits in relationship specifically to water and how we use it, because water is systemic. So what a lot of us don't realize is that it's part of everything we do. Right. Water is needed for energy, it's needed for transport, it's needed to produce, you know, goods. It's needed obviously for agriculture. The biggest use of water is in agriculture. It's needed for health. So really, everything we do on a day-to-day basis, we need water. Yeah. And to bring that awareness for that focus, hopefully activates and inspires to start creating some behavior change in relationship to how we treat water.
Well, you said that everyone in South Africa has the right to access to clean water. Now, is that the reality?
So since, it's interesting because last week, National Water Week was celebrating 20 years, or this is the year of celebrating 20 years, and the big focus was on delivery and service. So the national government has made a statement that obviously service and delivery has improved dramatically in the last 20 years. And it has in certain parts. And there's definitely been improved access to water and sanitation, but we still need to do more. There's still a number of households, it's over 1 million households that still don't have access, you know. And so it's not a reality, but we're making good headway. You know, I think it needs to be a public-private partnership whereby it's not solely dependent on government, but one needs to bring corporate into the room, community into the room, and kind of get people to all work together. And that's why I started FLOW For Love of Water back in 2010, because I saw that there was an opportunity to unite around this issue and to preempt the future conflict around water, because that's what possibly can happen. Right. So conflict in relationship to obviously cross-border, within region, within businesses, within communities, because if you're taking water further upstream, then those further down don't have access, as an example. So how do we bring everybody together and unify rather than divide on that issue? And that's why FLOW For Love of Water began back in 2010. And then also in relationship to the World Cup, I wanted to bring awareness to providing access to fans and people during the World Cup.